You wake up on a cold, white floor. You're back in that square room with your arms splayed out around you and your face pressed against the tiles. You feel groggy again, but that's about it. You feel better. You feel rested. As you look around, you see the same people you woke up with last time and a single airlock door. Bing bong. Calibration is
75%
complete. Please proceed to testing chamber B for continued calibration. Max, Cody, San, and Jasmin, what do you do?
Wait, we did B already.
Maybe the B this time stands for breakfast? I'm kind of hungry.
I really hope so. I'm hungry too.
I thought I had the alphabet in order here. Like I could trust that it would be in alphabetical order, but no, we went A, B, C, D, E, F, B. Now I don't know what's happening anymore.
Do any of y'all know what time this is gonna be over? Cause like, I think I have to get to school at some point.
I don't even know what time it is now.
I guess I don't have a watch.
I think I definitely missed football practice at this point.
I have homework.
I had nothing to do this week, so I'm probably okay.
Cody puts his wrist things together to see if it activates, and if it does, he wants to see what it has the time on it.
It does activate. You don't see a time anywhere on it. It does say December 1st, 2019 in the corner, but that's the only date you see.
Out of memory, what was it? I can't remember.
Yes.
What was it last time?
You went to bed on December 1st, 2019. And then you woke up here. And that is the last time you looked at a clock or a calendar.
I wonder if time is passing at all.
Why wouldn't it be? If it wasn't, we wouldn't be able to talk, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a pocket time warp space. I don't... thing.
But hey, well, good news though is we've already done B, so we know what to do this time. So we can just go do it again, I guess, and get it over with.
Yeah. I'm Oliver. Could I touch the things together and click shield?
Yes. So you see Jasmin bring her two wristbands together, and when she touches them, the little menu appears, and there's a button that says Equip Shield, or Summon Shield. And when she does that, along her left arm sprouts up a kind of like glowing, ethereal, semi-translucent shield. It's a round shield. It kind of looks like it's covered in like knots and lumps, but you got a shield on one arm.
I mean, if it's going to be as dangerous as last time, maybe we should be prepared.
Yeah. I have no problem with being prepared.
Prepared for what though? Like,
Fire.
do we really know what we...
Sharks.
Sharks?
Oh yeah, those. I forgot.
If there are any sharks, you should stay behind us, Cody.
Yeah,
Okay.
stay behind the shield in case of sharks.
I pet a shark in an aquarium once.
Oh no,
What kind of shark?
It was a little guy in a little pool about like...
Was it made
I
of
don't know.
metal?
I think it was made of shark.
Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber B for calibration.
Fine, let's go.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you walk up to that blue ringed airlock door. It slides open. You go inside it, and it slides closed behind you. This time, when it opens up, you see a long, narrow hallway. At the far end of the hallway is another airlock. Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber C for continued calibration. What do you do?
Hey, you still got that wrench?
Yeah? You want me to throw it again?
I don't know.
Pretty good at that.
It's what we did last time.
Yeah, I'll huck it down the hallway.
Okay, great. The wrench goes flying down the hallway, clings and clatters and lands on a tile that sinks an inch into the floor. There's an audible click. I'd like you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah,
no.
tits. Well, 10 is slightly better than 9.
What did Max get? I'm going to say Max is in the front since he was throwing a wrench.
12 minus 1, 11.
11. All right. You do manage to jump out of the way. Behind you, Zan also ducks out of the way. Jasmin?
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Minus 1.
Oh, -1. Oh, great. All right. From the other end of the hallway, a small object comes whizzing towards you and slaps right into Jasmin's upper arm. You look down and you see a small metal dart sticking out of your shoulder. You take 1 point of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no.
Wait, didn't she have a shield on her
Yeah, what
arm?
about the shield?
Yeah, I would say the shield gives her like +7. She still fails. She got a 1, guys.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to know what I got for my Constitution save?
Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, great.
Minus 2.
Ooh, not so constitute this lady.
Nope.
All right. So your shield is probably like, I don't know, 1.5 feet in diameter. It's like a buckler thing on your left arm. And this
I
hit
didn't
you.
have it up.
Oh, you didn't
I
have
just
it up. You
straight
just-
up didn't have it. Like, it was like, I
yeah.
was hanging from my side. I
Great.
just didn't.
Like a human with a shield would do if they did not ever use a shield. So it hits you in the upper shoulder and your whole left arm goes numb. You can't move it. It just, well, I guess if it was hanging there before, it's still hanging there.
Yeah.
Cody had gotten a 9 on that dex save.
Okay, I'm gonna say she was in front of you, so she took the
Okay.
dart.
Yes. I did literally just tell him to stay behind me, so that makes sense.
That is true.
Yeah.
Jasmin shrieks and just like a really shocked expression on her face and just stands there with her left arm just limp.
Cody walks up and kind of like tries to make sure she's okay. Kind of like, hey, are you okay? Are you fine? Are you good?
Ow.
Why didn't you use the shield?
I didn't think about it.
Oh, okay. And he just kind of slinks away. He's
Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber C for continued calibration.
Is it possible to grab the shield with my right hand and switch it?
Yes.
Okay. Now I just have a limp arm.
Where did the dart come from?
Make a perception check.
19.
All right. So on the other end of the hallway, there's one of those airlock doors, and you can see on the like wall beside it, there is a tiny hole at about Jasmin's shoulder height, and you know that the dart came out of that towards you. And since you're all the way at the other end of the hallway, with that amazing perception check, you can kind of like suss out the angle, and it looks like it flew straight across. So it was going
Also,
pretty
that was
fast.
a +2, so that was a 20.
20. Perfect. Yes.
Zan's gonna say, hey, I think we should all just kind of crawl across the floor on this one. I'm pretty sure that it can't get us if we're underneath about, I don't know, Jasmin's shoulder height.
So, just so you know, Jasmin is 6'3".
Oh, so we should all just duck, like, maybe a little bit.
Cody can just stand
I can
up.
just walk,
Yeah, Cody can just walk.
All right, great. So you all just gonna walk across the hallway now?
Yeah,
Or-
maybe duck a little. I'm gonna duck, like, a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah. Let's...
Cody, having seen a lot of these things being activated by, tiles on the floor, he is gonna like keep a a really strong eye out for like any tile that seems different that might shift.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do the same.
Okay, could the two of you roll a perception check?
I do actually have good perception. Didn't know that.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh, damn!
17 plus 2.
Jesus Christ! All right. Well, using your fucking eagle eyes, the two of you can see that there's like a slight discoloration. Like the normal tiles are like white, and then the trigger tiles are like kind of like an eggshell tint. You all get 10 out of 10 on your eye exams, and I'm gonna say you all make it down the hallway just fine between ducking and your cool trap seeing eyeballs. Awesome.
That was
You
a
made it
lot
to
of
the other
good
end.
rolls that we used up in this hallway.
Yep.
You sure saw those tiles.
I am gonna make sure I pick up the wrench on the way.
All right, great.
Good.
My second natural 20 on a freaking perception check this game. I'll fall down a pit with a 3.
But you'll
I
see
can
it.
see it.
You will
I'll see that
that
pit real good.
Jasmin goes over last because now she's incredibly scared of it.
Okay, great.
But she just keeps the shield covering like her face. She's ducking behind the shield for the entire way.
Great. Okay, so you all make it to the other airlock door. Same thing. It's ringed in blue light, and when you pass into the little space, it turns red and closes, and then the door in front of you opens. This time it opens up into a big square room with an exit on the opposite side. Instead of a pit, though, this room has a 15-foot high barrier dividing it in half. So you are cut off from the side with the exit. Near the side walls, the barrier is made of those same smooth tiles, but the middle 15 feet isn't solid. Instead, the middle section of the wall is made of crackling blue electricity. What do you do?
There is parts of the wall that are solid, right?
Yes.
Like near the walls on the side?
Yes. About like a 2-foot span.
Are any of you good at climbing?
Cody looks up at Max and just kind of looks at him pretty intently and then goes, Can you throw me?
Hell yeah, I can throw you. I learned how to do this. Max is gonna go stand at he's gonna walk over to like one of the solid parts of the wall. Uh-huh. And very gingerly with like one finger go poke it.
The wall part?
Uh-huh, the solid
Yeah,
part.
it's fine. There's just a wall.
Okay.
How high did you say the wall was?
15 feet.
All right.
Just straight up, smooth wall.
If you're gonna jump, I think I can help. I have something in this menu here somewhere. It says jump.
Max is gonna go up to like one of the solid parts of the wall, and then do like a wall sit kind of thing on it, and cup his hands, and then just like motion for Cody to like run at him.
Okay, sorry. Can I Can I have everybody make a wisdom saving throw right now? Just, I don't know if this is normally done in Dungeons and Dragons. If I'm gonna make you all
Resist
do
this
it.
stupid plan.
You're just having a moment where you're gonna do a think.
Sure.
Wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw? I got a 19.
All right.
16.
I also
Great.
got a 19.
Do I know it's a bad plan?
Yeah.
17.
All right, great. Across the board, you all take a moment. I bet Cody's like poised to run towards Max. Max is in boosting position. You realize that if you throw this child upwards onto this wall, it's unlikely he'll make it 10 feet straight up. But you also realize that he'll then fall back down, at least, even if it's on the other side, like 15 feet.
Well, I had a plan for that part. I don't know about the up part. The up part was on Max, but the down part I had a plan for.
Okay, great. I'm just, now you all know, and you can do as you wish.
But I mean, I know it's risky, but hey, D&D.
If you want, we can do one of those things where, like, we all realize just too late, and as we all scream, no! It happens anyway.
All right. Great. All right. Max, why don't you make a strength check? How about an athletics check?
That's 14.
14. Okay. With that, you launch Cody up. And Cody, can you make a dexterity check? Maybe an acrobatics check? Oh, why are we throwing this child?
An acrobatics check?
Yeah.
That would be a 7.
All right. Oh, no. You watch Max, this like big, beefy football player looking dude, just huck this tiny 12-year-old with a bowl cut straight up in the air.
He's not even like an athletic kid. It's just like a nerd.
Which I assume Zan is saying.
I didn't realize I'd already run at Max. My intent was as Cody was running, he was going to press Featherfall on his wristband as he was going. So it was already activated when he took off.
Sure. All right. You have Featherfall on. And Max chucks you up in the air, and you watch him go flying, and he gets, I would say, maybe up to like 12 feet up the wall, and then kind of clonks his head against it, falls backwards, and slowly floats back down into Max's lap.
Yes! Oh, I am so happy.
Cody, take... well, no, let's say you avoided all damage since you cast Featherfall.
It says takes no falling damage, unless it's clonking damage.
Yeah. I was going to give you clonking damage, but I think you're okay.
Can I do just like a check around the room to see if there's anything other than this wall and the lightning anywhere?
Yes. I would say make a perception check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Damn! All right, let me scroll down to where I wrote this. All right. Okay.
I think it's like a 22 because I'm pretty sure I've got good perception. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of things.
Nice.
First thing, I'm going to go from most obvious to least obvious.
Sounds good.
On the floor on your side of the barrier, one of the tiles is loose. It's like sticking up at an angle, like just a little bit, like an inch or so. And you can see something green poking out from under it. There's also a loose tile on the barrier wall, not the one that Max was leaning against, but the like mirror image on the other side of the room. And that tile is like bent a little bit, but it's almost imperceptible. You can see that tile is bent a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now.
Okay. Can I check out can I like investigate the one with the green stuff?
Yeah. So I'll give you that same perception check. So you kind of like bend down and look, and so you can see underneath this tile there is a small space, and what looks like the root of a tree maybe, or like some sort of branch is like pushed its way into this space and is butting up against the tile, causing it to like push outward from the floor. And you can actually see some like little leaves along this branch. Would Zan know anything about plants?
Yeah, I actually wrote it into Zan's background that she works in a florist shop sometimes, part-time.
Oh, perfect.
So
okay, let's see.
Like whatever a casual florist employee would know.
Right.
Probably less about trees and more about like flowers.
I won't even make you roll for that since Zan canonically works in a flower shop. They look like the leaves you would see on like a rose bush. But they're not quite the right color. They're kind of like a grayish green. Maybe like a couple of them are a little bit tinged purple. But yeah, there's a big root down there.
Hey, does anybody's magic spell things have anything about plants?
I have shape water and goose and
You have a goose?
fire.
You can make a goose?
No, goose. Look, Gust.
Oh. Okay.
And stuff about magic and lightning.
Whoa, lightning?
Yeah, I think so.
Like Pikachu?
Yes, like Pikachu. Actually, I think Pikachu has this skill.
You have a Pikachu on your wrist.
But no, nothing with plants. I mean, my shield is kind of planty. But if you found a plant, I'd like to see it. I like plants.
Yeah, do you want to see this plant? It's a good one.
Yeah. Jasmin is gonna go look at the plant also.
Yeah, you both get down there on the floor, stick your eye to the little crack made, and damn, there's a plant in there. Wow.
Can I summon my short sword?
Yes. So Zan dings her wristbands together, presses summon short sword, and in your right hand appears, made of the same kind of transparent material as the sword Jasmin summoned earlier, or the shield she summoned earlier. And remember, Jasmin still just has an arm kind of flopping around. You get a short sword appears in your right hand.
I am gonna try to pry up the tile with it.
Great. Make a strength check.
Can I help her do this?
Yeah, okay. Let's say that Jasmin is helping by, I guess, just
Using her one hand.
with your one good hand, kind of pulling it up.
Yes.
That does nothing. So whatever Zan rolled is it.
Well, I rolled a 6. So
All right. Yeah, it doesn't move.
well, guess that's enough of that.
Guess we're done there.
Guess we're stuck
Max
here.
looks over and sees him struggling. And in my head, Max and Cody have just been fucking chilling. Like, Cody's still chilling in Max's lap on the other side.
They're both just kind of reckoning with this.
I'd be like, oh, let me help you with that. And I'll just kind of like unceremoniously stand up and dump Cody out of my lap and go over and try to pry this thing open.
All right. You're just going to use your hands?
Is the sword still in there?
Oh, yeah, Zan's got the sword, I think, just jammed in there. Not
Yeah.
very far. She didn't do it very good.
I can try with the sword.
Sure. Okay, make a strength check.
What if it breaks and their shards go flying and we all lose our eyes?
I
It's a
have
bad
cure
idea.
wounds.
Just go for it, I guess.
Well, it's a 5, but I have a +2.
Well, that's
So it's
slightly better than I did.
Perfect.
Just nothing.
uh-huh.
You get the sword in maybe like a half an inch further, and you push on it, and it pops right back out.
Wow, Max, I'm so happy you were here to help.
Well, it's because my hands aren't chalked. Does everybody have any chalk?
Oh, let me check. Nope. Just overalls and sneakers. And weird bracelets.
Hey, they're coveralls.
What if
Got
we
sleeves.
have 2 swords? I have a sword, I think.
I don't think this is going anywhere. Can we check out the other loose tile?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's another loose tile on this one's up like on the wall, like on the barrier wall. It's not very high. It's like probably like Zan head height. Again, I'll keep your nat 20. You can see that this tile is like bent a little bit, and it has been pulled out and then pushed back into place.
Anybody else want to try pulling a tile out of a thing? Because I have proved not very good at that.
I mean, it's just us here and Cody.
Cody, want to try pulling a tile out of a wall?
Sure. And so, he's gonna press the button on his thing to call it his quarterstaff to give him a little bit more leverage.
All right, great. You got a long staff appears in Cody's hands. It's about, how tall is Cody? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, he's 5 feet.
I'll say it's about just under 5 feet. And it's about 2 inches in diameter. And it's just like it's when you hold it in your hands, it has weight, but when you look at it, it's made of like translucent clear material, and it's got kind of these like shifting colors inside of it, kind of like pinks and yellows.
Cody is completely distracted by this thing, and he forgets what he was trying to do. And he's he's looking through the staff at the other people, trying to like make like if their face is going to distort it. Can he make them go weird shapes?
Oh yeah, they make weird shapes. Everyone's nose looks way too big for their face now.
And he's totally going to do that. Someone's going to have to remind him that he is supposed to do something because he's lost.
Yeah, Max, do you want to just try hitting the thing with your wrench or something? Let him play with the stick.
Oh, sorry. I'll help. Sorry. It was pretty.
Yeah, no. Understood.
Can I hit it with a wrench, though?
You're going to so there's a tile that looks like it was once pulled out from the wall and put back. I'm giving you a lot here, and put back in that place. And so you're asking me if you would like to if you can take a wrench and hit it. You're just gonna hit it with the wrench. So go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Maybe at like a fun angle.
No, he's just hitting it.
Well, this is the one time I'm hoping for a low roll. And of course, it's a 21.
Okay, great. So you see Max like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help so good now. Rears back with the wrench, slams it into the tile, and I'll say that roll was so good that you slam it right into the dent where you see this tile has been bent, and the corner just pops right up. So you now have a really good grip if you just want to pull it right off the wall.
I'm gonna look very triumphantly at the other three and then try to rip it out.
Okay. You
give him a thumbs up.
It's been loosened. It's been
Slow
loosened.
clap.
Okay.
Two thumbs up. Job.
Cody's back looking at his staff.
Yeah. All right. Sounds great.
He missed it.
So you pull this tile off. It goes clattering to the floor. And behind it, you see this complicated array of blinking lights and a couple wires sticking out. Accessible to you are a red wire, a blue wire, and a gray wire. And just at face value, it looks like a weird electrical thing. Unless one of you is going to tell me that your backstory is an electrician, that's all you get.
Well, Cody... No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely not.
Cody goes to MIT. And
he once saw a battery.
What colors were they
There's
again?
a red one, a blue one, and a gray one.
Cody, having finally gotten done looking at the ethereal quarterstaff, he's going to kind of get in close because he wants to see what the new thing is in the room. It's colorful. He wants to see it and check it out and see if he can notice things special about it.
Yes, there's some blinking lights in there. Okay, you want to roll an investigation check?
I absolutely want to do that. Whoops. Well, that's a 6.
You think the lights are really pretty, and then when you hold the quarterstaff up to your eye again, they look so cool coming through the staff. Like it's just like big tendrils of pink are lighting up inside the staff, and then like you can see the yellow, and it looks so cool.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Oliver, can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes, you can. I forgot I gave you that, so let's do that now.
You did?
I did. I totally did. So Jasmin touches her two wristbands together and presses the button that says Detect Magic. And so this is going to be stuff that only Jasmin can see. You all watch as this like blanket of that same like energy flickers of pink and yellow kind of like crawl over her skin, and they get sucked into her eyes, and her eyes are now glowing and swirling. And Jasmin, as you look around the room, you see that the tile with the plant in it has kind of like a pinkish yellow glow coming from inside of it. But the rest of the room is not magical, or is not lit up anyway.
So Jasmin just does that and then kind of like sucks in some air before she does it, as if anticipating something. And then when all she sees is that one tile, she seems to relax and turns back to the plant tile and bends down and starts trying to wrench it up again.
Okay. I'm going to say that since Jasmin still only has one hand, you can't do it. It'd be like trying to rip up your linoleum with just kind of your hand.
She also still has a dart in her shoulder. So
Oh, she didn't take it out?
no.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh no.
Just going to remember that.
Can someone help me, please? I think this is important. It's glowing pink. Which means I guess that means it's magical, which is
I'm pretty sure I can't try to do that again.
While all of that was happening, Max was like, "My part's done. I did it. I'm good now." And I just kind of wandered away, and I wandered over to like the middle of the wall area, and so the middle of the wall is like, is it also solid, but it has
No, it's
electricity?
transparent.
It's like transparent, and you can see like electricity going through it. Max is gonna go to like the connection between the solid and transparent part, and kind of like try to surreptitiously, gingerly poke the electrical part of the wall with one finger.
Wait, sorry. Real quick. Is this like electricity encased in glass, or is it like there's literally only electricity passing between these two parts?
It's
of the
like
wall?
raw electricity. Actually, yeah, I'll retcon and say that with your, again, perfect perception check, you can see that the wall, like the solid part of the wall, is only about like 6 inches thick. And along that inner, like where it turns from solid wall to electricity wall, you can see these like nodes down that strip that are shooting out electrical beams that meet at nodes on the other side.
I have an idea.
Wait 1 sec.
Look, I'm gonna poke it.
Oh yeah, we need to retcon. Max.
Yeah, so you watch Max yelp, jerk backwards, and he takes only 3 points of electric damage. Yeah, Max, your finger hurts a lot.
Is it electric damage or is it lightning damage?
Lightning damage, that's it. Thank you. Max is silent through all of this. Your finger hurts.
Zan says, I really hope this goes better than the last time I said, watch me. So I'm not going to say watch me, but I am going to walk through the electricity and hope my absorb elements kicks in.
Ooh.
Because it should, theoretically. But also I don't know that it will.
All right. Well, let's see if it does.
It's going to like real fast, just try to jump through it.
You're just going to try to jump through it. All right. Let's see. Fuck me.
New character.
All right. So you all watch. I think the zap is loud enough that when Max touches the wall, you all kind of look over and see him pull his hand back and be like, "Yikes, that hurt." Even if he doesn't say anything and acts all cool and tough. And then you see Zan just run at the wall. Oh, God. All right. You make it through. And you're going to take... how many hit points do you have?
12.
11.
11.
That's never a good question.
No,
All right.
it isn't.
You take 12 points of lightning damage.
But why? Why doesn't my spell work?
Because you didn't push the button.
But I knew that was the plan, and it's a reaction.
All right. I want to say if you just ran up to it and pressed absorb elements as you jumped through, then you can cast it.
Okay.
Okay. And you take... Great. Okay, so you only take 6 points of electric damage.
Great.
That's significantly better.
So you see Zan just leap through this crackling blue electric wall, and then skid to a halt on the other side. I'm going to say she falls over because that fucking hurt. Your whole body feels like it's on fire. You got
Fuck.
your
No. Shoot. No.
jumpsuit is singed.
Don't do that.
You do see, though, that she bursts for a second with this pink light that kind of like sucks some of the electricity back into her, and her hands are crackling with blue electric light.
Fuck yes. Don't curse, Cody.
Cody looks back and forth between Max and Zan and immediately forgives himself for not making his jump earlier. He was feeling embarrassed, and he's feeling a little bit better now.
Don't do that. Don't follow me.
Jasmin just has her hands in her hair and looks absolutely panicked.
All right, great.
I'm just gonna lie here for a little bit and in a couple minutes maybe check to see if there's anything cool on this side of the wall. Ow.
Oh, why did you do that?
She's smoking. Not a cigarette. Her body is just smoking a little bit.
Maybe there's like a button to turn it off on that side?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yep.
Cody's gonna shoot a ray of frost at one of the nodes, shooting electricity.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, that's a 9 in total.
I mean, it's a static object.
Yeah, I would say that hits.
Okay. 7.
Which one did you aim for? Let's say there's like 4 on both sides evenly.
I would say
set up.
He's gonna aim for the bottom one on the one closest to him, on the side closest to him.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it. A beam of just frosty air shoots out of his hand and slams into this node, and it solidifies in like an icy crust. And let's see, the wall. Let me do some math.
Cody immediately looks at Jasmin, eyes just really big. Just like, did you see that? What?
That was really cool and very useful.
Yeah, and I'd say that bottom node is disabled now. So that bottom node is disabled, and you have about 2 or 2.5 feet of space between the floor and where the electricity starts.
Good job, Cody.
I think I'm gonna try to just get on my stomach and just like not even army crawl, like
Slither.
even like slower and more.
Not army crawl, just like a worm.
Yeah, and like just trying to like shuffle back and forth. Like, it is not quick, it is not cool looking, but it's what Cody's going to do.
All right, Cody. Yeah, you make it under the wall. You're just fine.
I really think that this tile is important, though. I don't have the strength to pull it up.
Max is gonna like shake out his still hurting finger and try to go over and pull this tile up again.
Pull the tile up again.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can I use the wrench?
Yes, you can definitely use the wrench, and the wrench fits into that gap a lot easier than the short sword did. So I'll say you get it in there, and then make a athletics check, strength check.
Oh boy, that's a nat 1.
Does the wrench? No, the wrench.
Oh no.
Max, I'm so sorry.
I wish I could do anything to help, but I am so
the
weak.
wrench. It's
As
the
you
only
try
thing
to-
we have.
As you try to pry this tile up off the floor, that wrench, you got it in there real good, and your hand still fucking hurts. The wrench digs right into that place on your finger where you got burned, and you let go, and that wrench goes clunk, clink, clunk, clunk, clink, clunk, clink, clunk, clink. And it's in the hole.
Man, I have to rethink this hole because I clearly did not listen well enough and did not realize this was like
Max
a
just
deep
kind
hole.
of falls to his knees and stares at his hands and sheds a single manly tear for his wrench.
You just hear Cody from a distance. Hey, did it all work? Did you get it?
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
And then you hear that chime again. Ding dong. Calibration is 75% complete. Please proceed to testing chamber C for continued calibration. Please complete the testing calibration rooms in an adequate amount of time.
Shut up!
Still somber. Max is gonna go over and bear crawl under the electricity over to the other side.
So we got a very slow wiggle from Cody, and we're getting a somber bear crawl from Max. And yeah, you make it across.
Jasmin looks at the plant sadly with her still glowing eyes, and then walks over to the side and also attempts to drag herself forward, but has one limp arm, so it probably looks rather pathetic.
And then we get one pathetic slither from Jasmin. And you've all solved my wall puzzle. And by that, I mean you did not, in any way, except for Cody. Dear God. But you're on the other side. The other door.
Still on the floor, Zan's gonna touch her bracelets together and press the Cure Wounds button.
Okay, great. Your second level 1 slot goes beep, and it's filled up. And yeah, so you can roll a d8 and then add your modifier, which is +2, and heal that many hit points.
Let me just find a d8. That's 5.
Great.
Plus 2, did you say?
Yeah, so...
Okay, so I'm back up to full now.
So Zan presses this button, lays a hand across her own chest, and just gives a short little gasp as this like, pink and yellow energy flows out of her hand for a second and then gets sucked into her body. And all of her burns and wounds heal up. And she looks right as rain.
Oh, let's go! Let's pretend nothing in this room happened. We will never speak of any of it ever again.
As everyone's getting up, I'm guessing to go, Cody will kind of get over near Max and just kind of embarrassed, kind of look up and just be like, "Hey, you threw me real good. Sorry, I didn't do it right." And then he just immediately, before Max can respond, runs to like join Jasmin and make sure Jasmin's good. And
Zan is. I'm at the door. I'm waiting. I want to get out of this stupid room as fast as possible and forget it forever.
Yeah, the airlock slides open and you can all leave this room.
Well, hello. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Dice Disasters. We hope you're enjoying the second episode we've posted for you. Joining me today, I have Talia.
Hey.
Yeah, guess what, Talia?
What?
Oliver is not here. They don't have control over this part of the podcast.
So we could talk about all the stuff that we're not supposed to say on the podcast. Like teeth.
Like teeth. Yes, exactly. This is now Teethcast.
Teethcast. I'm just going to talk about cursed images that I found online.
Yes.
Saw one, it's just a bunch of wiggly hands.
Oh, gross. Okay, well, the internet is full of terrifying things, but you know what also is on the internet?
What?
Our website. How'd you like that segue?
We have a website?
We do. It's dicedisasters.com.
Oh, and what could I find if I were to go to dicedisasters.com?
You know, first off, it's a wonderful website designed by our good friend Allison Otting, who, spoiler alert, might be joining the podcast soon.
No.
You know, But there's cast bios and character bios. We're also putting up our character sheets so that people who really want to know those numbers can dig in and see all our stats.
All those nerds.
Oh, I love being a nerd. It's so fun.
Are you a nerd?
Oh, totally. 100%.
Good. Live your truth.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, if you want to tweet at us, we're at Dice Disasters on Twitter. And you can also follow us on Instagram, dice.disasters, where, here's the thing. I'm not good at Instagram, so I don't know what images you post for a podcast. But
it's mostly teeth.
Great. We do have one follower already, I saw. It's an orthodontist, which is like on brand.
They found us because of all the teeth pictures I snuck in there.
Apparently, I guess, but there are no, hey, there aren't any teeth pictures. You know that, right, Talia? You haven't done that. You haven't done this cursed thing yet.
That you can see.
Oh, invisible Instagram pictures. Magic.
Mm-hmm. Emperor's new teeth.
But Talia.
Yes, Alan?
When it gets so structured, it sounds terrible. But I love it so much. It makes me giggle. So Talia, let's say someone's out there listening, wants to, get involved with the podcast, maybe get their name put into the story or an idea they have. How could someone do that?
Well, if they leave a review where they found the podcast, or if they share the show with the hashtag Dice Disasters, we might name an NPC after you.
That'd be amazing.
And if they wanted to submit an item idea, they could do that on our website, dicedisasters.com, and click the item submission page.
I really cannot wait. I don't know how Oliver's planning to give us items, seeing as we're trapped in a very bland white room, but whenever we get items, I'm looking forward to having some fun ones.
It's gonna drop from the ceiling.
Yeah, just random items start raining from the ceiling.
Oh no.
There's just a random pachinko room.
Oh no, it just one hit KO'd Cody. No.
Oh, yep. Spoiler alert, Cody only makes it through 2 episodes.
It was nice having you on the show, Alan.
Death by pachinko. Thanks for listening. Hope you're enjoying the second episode. Stick around for the rest of it, and we have 3 more episodes posted on our feed already that you can kind of deep dive into the story.
Very exciting.
Woohoo. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Jasmin offers her one functional hand to Cody.
And Cody helps Jasmin, I'm guessing, off the ground still from the slither.
Yes.
and walks with Jasmin out of the room.
Yeah, it takes Jasmin a minute to get up, even with help. She only got one arm, and the other one is now holding Cody's hand, so she's just kind of splayed there.
Yes.
All right. You go into that little airlock, the doors close and then open. And so when the airlock doors slide open, you are in the middle of a long hallway. If you look out the airlock door in either direction, you see about 40 feet of hallway and a airlock door on either end.
Do I see any magic?
No. You don't see any magic. Okay. At this point, it's probably been about 10 minutes, and so your magic eyesight is going to fade now, I think.
Okay.
You might not be able to tell the difference, though.
I don't think there's any magic here, but I mean, the thing just now was electricity, so that's probably not magic, and the dart probably
Bing
wasn't
bong.
magic, so...
Unruly subjects perform well when exposed to choices. Please choose your next testing chamber. And with that, you see a glowing blue symbol appear above each door. The door to the far left has a small sword above it, and the door down the hall to the right has a shield. What do you do?
Shields don't hurt, right? I mean, I have a shield. It doesn't... you don't get stabbed by shields? I vote shield.
I don't really have an argument against that, so I'm fine with that, I guess. I don't know. Apparently I'm not very good at decision making, so...
I'd say none of you are. Sorry.
Oh, before we do anything, I'm going to position myself strategically next to Jasmin and then point in a random direction and say, "Look, something dangerous," and then yank the dart out of her arm real quick.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check, and Alice, make a perception check.
All right.
Sleight of hand. Okay, I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Oh,
Jasmin,
man.
you watch as Zan reaches up and pulls the dart out of your arm. She's just standing there
All the
holding
times
it.
for you to roll good.
Oh,
Sorry, I was trying to distract you so that it didn't hurt.
I mean, she looks as if she was really scared and had expected something to happen, but then when nothing really happened after the dart emerged, she looks sheepish and says, "Oh, I thought it was going to, like, spurt blood like in films. You know, I heard that if you get hit, you shouldn't take the thing out, so I..."
Yeah, but this is like real small. Hey, Max, want a dart?
Well, it's no wrench, but I guess.
I hand Max the dart.
All right, Max, you now have a small dart.
That has my blood on it? Okay.
I'll, like, wipe it off on my jumpsuit pants.
Great.
And
Also, don't poke yourself with it.
Cody has been standing looking at the two doors back and forth between the sword and the shield, trying to figure out how this has anything to do with Pokemon. And also kind of frustrated because he doesn't have a Switch, so he doesn't know which one's better. And he wants a Switch real bad. But he knows that if he was gonna pick one, he'd probably pick sword, and so he's leaning towards sword.
Does he communicate any of this?
Well, he's just sitting there looking back and forth, trying to figure it out, waiting for everyone else to like, join him in figuring this out.
Yeah. Well,
But,
conveniently, Zan didn't distract Jasmin from pulling the dart out of her completely numb arm so that it didn't hurt. But it didn't hurt on the plus side. She didn't actually feel anything out of that arm that is numb.
Yes. Wait, are you okay? You were, like, really hurt earlier, Sam?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good.
Maybe we should, like, bandage you? I can probably tear some strips
no,
off this jumpsuit.
I'm fine. I'm all healed up. No band-aids required. I don't really have anything funny to say about it, because I'm tired and I just got shocked with a lot of electricity, but I'm not damaged. So, let's go to a room.
Cody's already standing by the sword door.
You look away, you look back, Cody is 40 feet away at the sword door.
Where's the kid? Oh, shit.
It opens. It's one of those airlocks again, though.
Max is going over to
I
sword.
will run after Cody.
Yeah, I guess we all sprint down the hallway after Cody.
All right, you all sprint down the hallway. Surprising everyone, I assume. It's uneventful. You make it to the other end. You gonna get in that airlock?
Yeah, I guess so.
I like swords.
All right, great.
I only have a staff though.
Well, I got a sword and I don't have a shield, so maybe that's a good sign.
Zan, have you been carrying your sword with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
I'm not gonna leave it there.
As the airlock doors slide open, you see the next chamber. This room is the largest you've been in so far. Just like the last rooms, there's an airlock on the opposite wall, and it's made of those same smooth, white tiles. This room doesn't have any pits or traps. Instead, there's a tall, slender automaton standing in the center. It is adorned with a few stark white plates connected with exposed metal joints. Its face is a smooth, featureless oval. In one hand, well, it's not really a hand. It bears a long, sword-like arm. On the other, a shorter one. Kind of like a big crab, but not. I didn't write that. I just thought of that right now.
Really? I was so sure you had written that beforehand.
Beautiful. God damn it, I shouldn't ad-lib things. So beautiful. It is motionless, standing at attention and facing towards you.
And in the background, it is playing the crab rave.
No, it's not. It's quiet and it's kind of chilly. That chime sounds again, though. Ding dong. To proceed to the next chamber, defeat the automaton. And with that, a red symbol lights up on the automaton's faceplate, and it begins to walk towards
nope.
you. Roll initiative.
All right, don't fail me now.
Is the door closed behind us?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
7 for Cody.
17.
6.
3.
Max, you are up first.
We're all kind of just like piled by the door, right? And this
Yes.
thing's how far from us?
I would say about 20 feet from you. Yeah, I'm going to say the room is like 40 feet by 40 feet, and this thing's in the center.
Okay. I'm gonna... I've got nothing but a dart. So,
Yeah, poor Max doesn't have any powers.
Oh shit, I forgot.
let's do this. I'm gonna go punch it.
Oh no.
All
no.
right. Yeah, okay, so you move up to it. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
It's a 9 plus 4. 13.
You bring your fist back and slam it right into one of those metal plates, and it just bounces off to the side.
Max, what was that?
You said 13, right?
Yeah, 9 plus 4.
Okay, yeah. Yep. You bounces off a metal plate. Your fist that you have. Bling.
That almost worked, but it didn't.
Yep, and I'm just gonna stand there and
Look
try
at
to
it.
body block them from the rest.
That's okay.
Next up is the automaton. It's gonna take one of those big sword arms and attack you. Ooh, and it gets a 13 to hit.
Yep,
Which-
IC's 11.
Yep. I believe all your AC is 11 because you're wearing jumpsuits. So
Mine is 14.
Yeah, unless your dexterity is really good.
right. Oh yeah, Jasmin is willowy like the water. She'll slip out of your grasp. And you are going to take.
Mine's 12.
It brings down that sword and just kind of slashes you across the arm, and you take 4 points of slashing damage. Y'all see Max's blood go flying. Gross.
Uh-oh.
Max.
Scream.
And don't for its second attack. No.
Ooh.
It's going to take that shorter sword arm and bring it across in the other direction. Ooh, but it only gets a 9.
Okay.
So after you get hit once, you kind of suck backwards a little bit, and it slides past you, ripping a tear kind of across the center of your jumpsuit.
Making a boob window.
Hell yeah.
A boob window.
Hell yeah.
And next up is Cody.
Cody kind of like takes not like a lot of steps forward, but enough because he's worried and scared for Max, and he just goes, "Hey, bullying isn't nice," and he shoots Ray of Frost.
All right, make a ranged attack roll.
17.
Yeah, that hits. You shoot out a ray of frost, and it blasts this automaton right across the neck.
8 points of cold damage.
Holy shit! All right. Okay. All righty then.
Did you just roll maximum damage?
I did.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome back to 3 Idiots Saved by a Small Child.
Okay. And you said you moved a little closer to them. Are you going to move away?
Just a couple steps. Like, yeah, just...
Okay. Next up is Zan's turn.
Could I like desummon my short sword and summon my longbow? I don't know how that works.
You don't have a button. You could put it down and just summon your longbow.
Sure.
All right. Zan puts the sword down. And then she presses summon longbow. And in her left hand, emerging in both directions, shoots out this beautiful bow. It is, again, the same transparent, kind of yellowish, pinkish, swirly thing. And she's holding it in her left hand, and the string is just standing there taut. What do you do?
I would like to fire it at the automaton. Just the whole thing.
Just the whole thing. Great.
I don't know if I can aim, so we're just gonna. I think I'm gonna aim for like the middle of it, just to sort of see what happens.
Good call. Are you? I assume both you and Cody kind of like moved a little over to the side so you can see the automaton past Max. I won't make you do too much placement things, but you're not going to try to shoot it through Max into the automaton.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So you both moved over a little bit. So you brace the handle of the bow in your left hand.
I don't know how this works.
Just grab the string and pull back. And as she pulls back, you see one of those, out of that same material, a shimmering arrow, nocked, loaded, ready to go. So why don't you roll a d20, a ranged attack roll?
That's a 10. Do I add anything to it?
Yes, you should have.
Is it hit?
Yeah, it's to hit.
Okay, so that's 14.
Just doesn't make it. You
Damn it.
shoot this arrow, and it kind of like, it almost is going to hit it in the middle, and then because this is just an automaton, it's got kind of metal joints, it just kind of whizzes through one of the holes and goes and clatters off across the room, the other end of the room. So next up is, do you move anywhere?
I'm gonna I'm just gonna sort of scoot back a little bit more, maybe try to aim to start moving to the right of it, because I'm assuming this is in the center of the room.
Okay, so kind of flanking around. Yeah,
but keeping towards the edge of the wall.
Great. We'll say you're 25 feet or so away from it.
Great.
Cool. All right. Next up is Jasmin.
I have a very important question for you, Oliver.
Yes.
Which is, in the menu, do I just see the spell name or also what it does?
You do see a short description of what it does. You can also see whether, the range of it, the area, the duration, and that stuff.
Okay.
Just say it's what I have written there, but, without the number of dice.
That makes sense.
Actually, you know what? Sure, it does say the number of dice there. I'm making a decision. It just says what's there.
Great.
Jasmin is going to sort of look between Cody and Zan, and look between Cody and Zan, and look between Cody and Zan, and eventually run over to Cody and just try and stand in between Cody and the automaton with the shield up. And she opens the menu, which is very difficult because her left arm won't move. So she's trying to touch the right arm to the left arm, and then presses Ghost and holds up her one working arm to try and push the automaton away from them.
Ooh, okay.
She yells out, "Ghost!"
So I think they're going to make a strength saving throw. Is that how Gust works?
Sounds right.
Great.
Yes.
So actually, Max, you'll also have to make one.
Okay.
The automaton got a 10, which I assume fails.
I think it does, yes. I'm trying to figure out what my spell save DC is.
It is on... It's above, your strength and dexterity.
13. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that automaton gets pushed 5 feet backwards?
For Gust? Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So it gets...
Pretty sure it's Ghost.
I got 12 plus 2. 14.
So you save. So you don't get pushed. So the automaton gets just this burst of air pulses out of Jasmin's outstretched hand, and the automaton kind of braces and slides backwards 5 feet away from you. So you're now out of melee range of the automaton.
Do I get an attack opportunity on it when it leaves?
I
don't know if it counts when something else moves it out of range.
I'm gonna say no.
That's fine.
Yeah. But it is your turn.
Well,
You like run?
yeah, I'm just gonna move
Zans.
back a little bit.
Casual comment.
Yeah, maybe don't go away from it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move away from it and
It's a good plan.
I guess just stand there because I can't do anything.
Is there still a sword on the ground?
There is. There's a sword on the ground by the door.
I left my sword
Yes,
there.
there is.
I'm gonna go pick up that sword.
Okay, yeah, you go pick it up.
I'm gonna go move between the automaton and Cody and ready an attack if it comes this way.
Great.
Do I have 2 people guarding me now?
Yes.
Yes. You're 2D.
Okay.
So to ready an attack, I need you to tell me what the attack is and what is the trigger for the attack.
Just a sword slash if the automaton starts coming this way.
So if the automaton's within range, you're going to hit it with your sword. Perfect. All right, now it is the automaton's turn.
The automaton.
The automaton. You hear that chime again. Bing bong. Proceeding to initiate calibration on uncalibrated subject. And the automaton stalks forward towards you, and it's gonna try to swipe at Max again. Oh, that's right. Max's action actually goes first. So, Max, you can roll your attack first.
I don't have a thing for the sword, so you'll have to tell me what my bonus is.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So you roll it, and then...
Yike. That's a 8.
And it's going to be +0.
So just 8.
So you whiff. You have, I'm guessing, never held a sword in your life.
Nope.
And you go to hit it on the big robot, and kind of clangs. Doesn't do anything.
I'm distracted by my profusely bleeding arm.
Yes. All right, so that whiffs. Conveniently, when it takes a strike at you, it gets an 8, also whiffs. And for its second attack, it gets a 10, and it whiffs again. Wow,
Yes.
you guys are doing pretty lucky. Yes, I'm a big, scary robot.
Wow, I'm glad it's such a bad robot.
All right, and it is Cody's turn.
So Cody's behind Jasmin still? Is
Yeah, so Jasmin's behind. It goes in a line. It goes automaton, Max, Jasmin, Cody.
Okay.
Zan's kind of off to the side.
Doing my own thing.
Yeah, so Cody's gonna do his best, like, roll to the side, but, like, he's 12, and he thinks he looks really cool doing it, but, like, it's not exactly the smooth. It's kind of more of, like, a little, like, a barrel roll, kind of, like, on his side, not the full, like, somersault. Off to the side, and he's gonna pull up his menu and press the only button he hasn't pressed yet, and he's very excited because it has the word magic in it, and he's gonna cast Magic Missile at
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
All right, so these automatically hit, and you see 3 beams of energy just shoot out of
Can I
Cody's...
say I'm aiming at his torso, but at the joint where his arm with the big sword is?
Sure. Yes. And yeah, these 3 beams of energy shoot out of Cody's hand and slam one after the other into the automaton. Can you roll? You're gonna roll a D4 3 times.
3 times? Okay. 3, 4, 3.
Damn, you do 10 points of damage, and I'll say that arm with the big sword is now just shooting out sparks, like, at the joint. And the entire automaton is kind of, like, jerking a little bit side to side. And it is Zan's turn.
I watch Cody zap that arm real good, and I'm gonna ready my longbow and also try to shoot an arrow at that same joint.
Great. Okay, so make a ranged attack roll.
That's a 15.
15. Yeah, that hits.
Yes!
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 6.
Jesus. All right. The automaton is not looking very good at all. It has got one, its big sword arm is now hanging limp, just kind of dangling there. And it's not the first time you have seen an arm that doesn't work very good today.
We've got 3 of them in this room.
Yep. It's a bad day for arms. And it is Jasmine's turn.
Jasmin would really like to help, but doesn't have a lot of options. So she's going to try and hit it with her shield.
All right.
Picturing Jasmin just like running up and like whacking it.
Okay, make a melee attack.
Okay. I'm just going to roll a you tell me. 'Cause
Yeah, roll a d20.
that is a 9.
Okay, question. Did you run up like right next to Max, or did you go like on the other side of the automaton?
I guess Jasmin thinks that Cody is well protected now, and she's worried about Zan, so she's gonna go to the other side just to be in between the automaton and Zan.
All right. So I'll give you advantage since you're now flanking this giant automaton with Max.
Okay.
And it's staring down the barrel at Max, and you're kind of whacking your shield into its butt. So go ahead and roll again.
4.
All right. Y'all watch as Jasmin runs over there, and I imagine she's running, so her left arm is just kind of flopping wildly. She's got the shield on her right hand. She gives her full body weight, clunks right into the automaton's metal ass, and then staggers backward a few feet.
Yep.
It didn't do anything, but she tried. She tried really hard, and she's now flanking this automaton, and it is Max's turn.
Well, I'm just gonna swing again.
All right, roll a d20 plus 0.
Oh, thank God, 18.
Oh, nice. All right, so you use your big football muscles and heft up this sword, slam it down into... are you hitting it anywhere in particular?
No, I'm just hitting the shit out of it.
You're just hitting it. You hit it on it. Great. Go ahead and roll 1d6.
It's 3.
Okay. Man, this automaton is looking very rough. And as Max brings down the sword, he manages to hit it in that joint that all of you have been just destroying. And with his hit, the automaton's that big sword arm kind of just like clanks down to the side, and it is like completely limp, just dead weight. It's got his one little sword arm, it's shooting sparks. It's a sad automaton.
Hey guys, it was a joint effort.
Hey!
Cody doesn't get it.
Jasmin doesn't even say that. It's just me, Alice, who is saying that it was a joint effort.
Gotcha. Alan definitely does get it and appreciates it.
Okay, it is now the automaton's turn. And you hear that chime again. Bing bong. Calibration subject 2411 has not yet manifested. Commencing additional calibration. And it is going to take its short little sword arm and swing it down on Max again.
I don't think this robot knows what calibration means.
And it rolls a 23.
Jesus.
And not a nat 20, a dirty 23. And let's see, where did I put?
That's still many numbers.
Just a real filthy 23. Gross 23.
This robot's gonna feel real
Nasty.
filthy in a second when I die.
Just a rancid
All right.
23.
As it brings down this sword, Max, what do? Do you close your eyes? Do you just kind of curl up in a ball? Do you just stare down at this sword?
I'm gonna say I try and fail to block it with the other sword, and then just kind of, in that millisecond, just accept it and stare at it as it comes down at me.
All right. So you see Max bring up his own short sword. Well, Zan's short sword.
Yeah.
And it just slides right off the edge of this blade. And this automaton slams down its sharp arm right into Max's gut. And Max, you take 6 points of damage.
Cody screams in a way that y'all haven't heard him yet, because the severity of what's happening is dawning on him for really the first time, and tears are starting to well up, and he is screaming for Max from where he is.
Max goes down hard. The automaton pulls its razor arm out of his gut, and it's nasty and gory and happening in real life. And Max staggers for a second before immediately just slamming into the floor.
Shit.
And the automaton kind of leans forward, cocks its head, and just watches. And in that moment, you see an energy. It starts as a little flicker right around Max's torso, and then a wave of it just bursts up and out of him and covers him in this shimmering pink and yellow light. Max, you gasp as your heart restarts, as your whole body just shudders with the effect of this magic. And you have been healed for 4 hit points. So you're back up to 4. And Max is breathing, I assume, heavily on the ground. He still looks real bad, but he is definitely alive and awake, and that giant rip across his gut has sealed over. And with that, the automaton, that symbol on its face turns blue, and it stands back upright. And you hear that chime. Bing bong. Congratulations! Your exposure to the sympathetic parallel energy has manifested into abilities congruent with the Paladin designation. You may now access the main menu of your sympathetic parallel energy liaison. Touch your proprietary SPEL prototype wristbands together to access the main menu. Calibration complete. Please proceed to testing chamber F.
Cody immediately runs to Max, screaming. That's like, Max! Max! And he comes over and he's just like sobbing. He's, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's my fault. I picked the room. I'm so. Please be okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Max is just kind of laying there on the ground, breathing heavily for a while.
Yeah, pulling a Zan.
Yeah, that's fair. Zan's gonna look up at the ceiling, like where approximately the voice seems like it's coming from, and just start like yelling, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to us? Why? What is going on?
There's no answer.
Jasmin is just standing where she was standing, frozen, and the only part of her body that isn't shaking is her limp arm.
Yep. Actually, Jasmin, as you're standing there, your left arm starts to feel kind of tingly, and kind of like you slept on it funny and it went numb, and now it's starting to regain some of the feeling in it. You can like move your fingers a little bit.
Oh, fun. So that starts shaking too.
Zan goes over to where Max and Cody are and is like, I'm so sorry I can't heal you because I healed myself when I did a dumb thing earlier and you didn't do a dumb thing and I shit. Can we like help him up?
Yeah, you can help him up.
So that hurt. Am I dead?
I don't know. You looked not super breathy, I guess. Kind of.
Are you okay?
Look terrible.
I kind of still feel like shit.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna be honest. You don't look great.
I'm not dead, so. Oh wait, does this mean I can do things now? I'm gonna touch the things together.
Yeah, you touch your wristbands together and a little menu appears above your left wrist, same as before, but this time you have options like summon longsword, summon shield, and then cast Shield of Faith, cure wounds.
Hey, that last one looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, I have wounds. I'm gonna touch cure wounds.
All right, great. Roll a d8.
Which one's that? This one? Yeah. No, not this one. This one. That is 8. Sick.
Oh,
Damn.
thank God.
All right. You kind of put your own hand on your chest and give a big gasp, and you basically defibrillate yourself with energy just pouring out and into you, and you are healed back up to full. You feel great. You feel jazzed. You could run a marathon right now.
And I still have a boob window.
Yes, you do.
Yep, your jumpsuit was not healed.
Zan just sort of rubs her hands down her face and goes like, all right, nobody else can get hurt because now we really don't have any more healy what's-its.
We really should bandage that. It's just because it looks fine doesn't mean it is. Maybe it'll get, infected.
I don't know. You tell me where to put a Band-Aid on there that I don't have. I don't have a Band-Aid.
Yeah, Jasmin, do you want to roll a medicine check?
Sure, but I think that regardless of whatever the result is, Jasmin is going to try and tear bandages from her jumpsuit.
Okay, great. Roll a medicine check.
Where on the
Real quick.
jumpsuit? It's like the middle.
Also a titty window.
So it's +3. 7 + 3, 10.
10. All right. He looks okay. Yeah, you can't tell much beyond that.
I'm still going to try and rip some
All right, you just gonna use your hand?
I summon my ethereal short sword.
All right, so you're sitting there on the ground and Jasmin just pulls out a sword. Yeah, I would say you can. I think your left calf is kind of torn up from your shark bite before, but you're just gonna go sleeveless.
Whoa, he doesn't have any injuries, so now you're gonna make some? What is this?
No, I'm going to... look, she very awkwardly holds the short sword, which is absolutely also shaking because you notice that her hand is still shaking. And while holding this shaky short sword, she slowly moves it towards her own left calf to try and tear strips of cloth from the leg of her jumpsuit.
But bandaging is for covering a break in the skin or control bleeding or prevent infection. This is not. There's no. I don't think any of that's a problem here.
Are you gonna stop her, or is Jasmin gonna try to cut her own pants
I'm gonna try to stop her from cutting her own pants off.
All right, I'm gonna say that you easily overpower her because she is shaking and still one-armed, and
Just gonna
you can just hold
slowly sort of push the short sword down. Just be like, hey, maybe don't.
Hey,
Don't.
Cody wipes his eyes in the way that only kids do, where they just feel like they're pushing so hard into their eyes to make the tears stop that it can't be comfortable. And he's looking down at Max's feet, and because he can't make eye contact, he's just like, I'm sorry. And then he walks over to kind of either try to help Jasmin or help Zane. He's unsure what he's going to do. He's just not going to be around Max right now.
he just also puts his hand on the sword, like, I guess we're all holding this now, and I'm a child. Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber F.
Do these swords have sheaths or?
Yeah.
They
I
don't.
don't think I
They don't.
can carry both of these. Okay. I guess I'll keep carrying the bow and Max can keep carrying the sword for now.
Max, do you want a second sword?
As cool as that would be, I think I have my own now.
Okay, She looks at her hand. I don't think I should have a sword, so I'm just going to leave this here.
All right, Jasmin puts the sword down.
I don't like this.
Bing bong. If you do not proceed to the next testing chamber, you will be incentivized to do so.
We should probably go to the next room.
Yeah, Max is gonna hop up and jump around a little bit, test out his his current limberness, and then walk out.
Yeah, he feels great. All right.
Cody's quieter than a 12-year-old usually is, but as he slips out and behind the whole group, he slowly picks up the sword and hides it behind his back as they go in the next room.
Okay. Cody still have his quarterstaff too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Can we roll to see if we notice this child holding a
Go
sword?
ahead and make a sleight of hand check, Cody.
Okay. That would be a 11.
I really want this to succeed.
Yes. Okay, actually, I think all of your passive perceptions are high enough that you're fine.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you see Cody pick up the sword. He's clanging his way towards the airlock.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't
Clank,
notice.
clank, clank, clank. Nice.
Max doesn't actually.
I know that my passive perception is good enough to notice by far, but I think that Jasmin is too distracted.
Yeah, Max definitely still has his head buried in the menu.
Just reading about all of it.
And Zan's just like, this is fine. Kids gotta have a sword sometimes.
All right, great. So you all pile into that airlock?
Yep.
Going to testing chamber F?
Yeah.
All right, the door slides closed behind you. And this time the door in front of you doesn't open. It stays ringed in red.
Ah, tits.
You stand there for a minute, kind of like when you're waiting for an elevator door and it just doesn't go. And you're all feeling pretty tired and beat up.
Oh.
Max, even though you're feeling good, you're like, I'm just feeling so good. I could take like a good nap right now. And Jasmin, again, you hear that same faint hissing noise.
Can I cast Ghost?
Yeah, go for it.
I try to cast Ghost.
All right, everyone make a dexterity or strength saving throw.
That's a 15.
13.
Cody and Zan, you both brace yourselves to get kind of hit by this gust of wind. Does Max save?
I got a 21.
Oh, yes! Max didn't even notice. He's like, his hair ruffles a little in the wind.
I think it doesn't even do
Continues
that.
looking at his menu. His hair doesn't ruffle. All right. It's still perfect. I'd say you buy yourself another minute or so. Do you do anything else? Do you guys care that Jasmin cast Gust on you?
I think there's some sort of gas. Maybe it's probably up. It's up in the ceiling. Maybe you can destroy it before we faint again.
I will give everyone one action if they want to take it.
I'm gonna fire an arrow at it because I have nothing else that I can think of to do. Can I ask Jasmin to point it out?
Yeah, she does with her one hand, which is where the air is coming from. So she shoots air exactly at the thing.
She's still blowing air out of her good hand.
Great.
She's like, it's up
Got
there.
it.
Okay, actually, why don't I'll have Jasmin roll a perception check.
All right. 14 plus 4, 18.
All right. So the airlocks are like 6 foot by 6 foot squares, but they're about 8 feet high. And as you look up, you see a little grate kind of like built into the edges of one of the tiles, and the gas is definitely coming out of that. So Zan, roll an attack roll with advantage because you know exactly where you're aiming.
It is a grate, so I don't really know what this is gonna do other than like dent it, but
It's gonna go great.
well, that's a great 8 plus 4.
Did you do advantage?
No, I did not do advantage.
Yeah, do it with advantage because you know exactly where
All
it
right,
is.
that's a 15 total.
All right, yeah, you shoot one of your ethereal arrows right into that grate. It hits it, and the grate pops off and clatters down to the floor, and you see the output of a small tube up there. Max and Cody, you have an action if you want to take it.
I've got nothing. I'm just a dude with a sword.
Can you put the dart into the...
How big is this dart and how big is the tube?
They would actually go great on that Reddit that's things fitting perfectly into other things. They're like the tube opening and that dart are the exact same size.
Okay, can I reach the ceiling?
Can you reach up 8 feet? What are you? You're like 6 foot tall?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, you can reach
I
it.
think I could reach it.
2 very tall people and 2 very short people,
Yeah.
huh?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove the dart in it.
Okay. Do you stick it pointy end first or?
Yeah, pointy end first.
Pointy end first. All right. You stick the dart in there. And yeah, you can hold it in there and the gas is stopped, I guess. You hear the chime that says, "Bing bong, please do not tamper with facility infrastructure. You need to be reset for calibration."
No.
Yeah, I really don't want to be reset.
All right. And then since this was where I was going to end the episode, I'm going to say we'll end it here with the 4 of you jammed into this little cube with a dart in a hole, defiantly saying no to the voice that you still don't know where it's coming from. And that'll do it.
Can Cody take his action?
Oh, yeah, Cody.
Please.
Sure. Go for it.
Cody just leans up against the wall and sits down and just says, kind of to himself, but loud enough that everyone can hear, "We tried so hard." And kind of just sits there.
Oh, no.
And with that, we'll leave our 4 wayward humans stuck in a closet till next time. You can find us on Twitter. Our handle is @DiceDisasters, and we have more information about the show, including character sheets and info about the cast at our website, dicedisasters.com.
Our website was made by Allison Auding, who will be joining the podcast actually very soon.
Dice Disasters is edited by Alan Brazzell, who plays Cody.
Our cover art is made by our DM, Oliver Northwood.
Our theme song is by People Need Goals, who you can find on Bandcamp or on Twitter @PeopleNeedGoals. Their music is incredible, and we are so thankful that they made this song.
We've posted the first few episodes of Dice Disasters all at once, so go ahead and load up the next one right now. And if you subscribe, I will love you eternally, forever.